Yello everybody, and welcome to new series on my channel. Actually, this series I have been waiting for a long time to start, and just recently I actually watched a new series on this topic, and I decided to make my own short series. It would be a challenge. It would be a gold challenge. You can see it in the name of my character, Gold. And it is driven by a challenge which I just saw and finished, made by a content creator called Buffy. He made a zero token challenge on World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King Classic. Because if you might or might not know, just recently, recently it has been already a couple of months, they introduced a WoW token on the Wrath of the Lich Classic, and he made a challenge only by flipping the auction house. So no grinding, no professions, nothing. He would be just using the auction house itself. He would be flipping stuff for the gold, and he managed within 10 episodes. If not mistaken, it took him like 10ish days to get, or a bit more than 10 days to get a token. I actually took the same thing, the same idea. However, I actually want to expand on it. So the point is, what I want to test is, which generally he already tested, it took him 10 days to get a token. So if you have a 10 days to sort of flip the auction house every month, you would be actually playing for free. And that's actually my idea. However, I'm going one step before that. So if he made 10, if it took him 10 days to make one token, actually he would have already paid for the first, let's say, game time. So I want to expand on it. I want to say that, well, I need to earn actually more than one token. I need to earn at least 2 tokens because I somehow paid for the first month of game time to be even able to create a character and to start flipping. But on the other hand, I also want to expand on the gold making sort of types and the way how I would be using the auction house to make gold. It would be mainly auction house. However, I have so far been using certain flips which depend on specific set of professions, which I would like to share with you, because actually so far in none of the guides I have seen this, and I would like to share this with you. And it would be, so it's sort of a joint set of gold making tips which I collected through the years from different content creators, but there are also some additional tips which I cannot say I found them. Probably someone is using them out there. It's just that I have so far not seen them on any of the content creators. With this in mind, the idea would be the following. I'm already sort of starting the game. Just to explain in the meantime how it would work is that I would be leveling first to level 5, so that I can get the professions and also to get some gold gold money. Well, it would be silver, copper, whatever, to start the flipping. In the meantime, while the flipping is ongoing on the auction house, I would continue leveling, and I would be continuing all the way until level 20, because I need artisan. I think it's the artisan, maybe expert professions. Let me actually just quickly check it. So the professions I would need: crafting. Actually, it's not split here, unfortunately, but the point is I would need like the ones which are around level 20, which would be like from 150 to 225 skill. And I would be making 2 professions. We'll sort of follow it up later on. However, at the moment, at level 5, I would be actually taking skinning, because I actually need skinning. I will be taking leather working afterwards, so I will be taking skinning, and I will be taking herbalism. These 2 I will mainly take just so I can earn some gold from the herbs I sell and from the leathers. Leathers I will keep because of the leather working. But these 2, let's say, go hand in hand, because I don't need to have 2 trackings on my character, and later on I will drop the herbalism for another profession. So this is the idea of how it would go. And I will, of course, keep you posted as soon as I'm level 5. So, level 5 already. It was actually quite fast. Like, it's like, okay, 1 hour, but I was setting up the all of the add-ons and everything for sure 10 15 minutes before that, and then also I have a couple of time mislogged in to this character as I wanted to record, but then I would not have time, so I would then just turn it off in the end. But we're already level 5. I'm heading down to Goldshire to quickly get the professions, and then I'm gonna go to the Stormwind. Wanted to use the opportunity quickly to discuss a couple of things. So the first things, maybe an interesting, maybe not. So I have selected a human for this playthrough because humans actually have the closest access to their main city in comparison to other uh, races. So this is just a small save of time, even though I will be leveling to level 20, so it's irrelevant. So I anyway have to go to the main city and others, but all at the same time I will start flipping stuff to earn some gold as soon as possible so that I can level my professions, because I might actually use some gold to buy materials and to speed up my professional leveling rather than to, for example, when I would be leveling skinning, to now go and skin for hundreds and hundreds of letters. So it just would not make sense from that point of view. So I might use some gold. But then on this is one of the reasons why I'm recording this. So one might ask, like, if there are other guides and they are already sort of proven that within 10 days you can easily get um, the gold for the token, why another guide? Like, why would you do it? But from my point of view, I want to make a perpetual mobile type of an account. So the self-sustaining account, self-sustaining character, as low as possible, of course, which you can use to, well, to just have the account for game time. Then if you have that account, and I would also do a bit of how much time do you need for um, maintaining the necessary gold, so how much per day you need to be logged in and similar. I would also make this, so just to have in mind a bit how it would work, um, just so that you know that you don't have to spend hours and hours grinding and similar to be able to have enough money to buy the token. Of course, you would need some time to spend, invest, I don't know, 1 hour per day, 2 hours per day. This we will see as we progress onwards and as we reach that sort of token threshold. But bear in mind that the more gold you have, the easier would be to flip it and also to earn gold on some other stuff. Like for example, one of the best flips ever, and here's a first tip for you if you have a high level character. So one of the best tips which I can give you is to have durable crafting and enchanting. So what you would do is you will spend gold on the ores, um, whatever the ores are. At the moment, it's the titanium ore on Breath of the Lich King. You would prospect them. You would craft the gems which are at that point in time sort of relevant, and then you would, for all the other rest of the gems, you would create green or blue items which you would disenchant, and in this way you would be earning a bunch of gold to sort of have um, on your character to buy token or buy items. Go join a GTKP run. You can see that a bunch of GTKP runs are ongoing here. However, the more gold you have, the more ores you can buy. The more ores you can buy, more you can prospect, more epic gems and more normal gems you can get, and more green, blue items you can craft, disenchant, and similar. So if I have 10,000 gold, I can buy whatever 500 ores. If I have 20, I double the amount. So with this in mind, you can sort of multiply your gold more much easier if you have more gold. This was actually proven by a bunch of gold making people when they're flipping the house. If you have just 1 gold or 2 gold and you use these 2 gold for flipping, you can only flip so much. But if you have 100 gold, then the flipping is much easier. So with this in mind, you can actually, I would actually at the moment earn some gold and then some, even above the amount of token, which by the way on my server, well, not on this one, this is a new character, so I don't know what is the price on this server, and I don't know if they are cross server priced, but it was like 7,000. So let's say I would have 10,000, and only then I might buy the WoW token, and then the rest of the sort of gold I would continue flipping using for the stuff. But again, the more gold you have, more bulk items you can buy, and then the more bulk items you buy, the more you can then flip into gold making. So I'm on my way now to Stormwind to immediately use some of my gold or my silver to flip some items, and as soon as I'm at the auction house, I would actually show you what the idea is. I would along the way get some herbs, and I would also get some probably skins just for the purpose of selling them on the auction house to get a bit more gold. But believe me, even like this one silver is more than enough to start flipping, because you can find just some really cheap items to flip. It would take longer, of course, because you don't have enough gold to flip anything. However, it is still possible to do it. I forgot that I don't have skinning knife, by the way, but okay, it's not that problematic. It's easy enough to find it. Nonetheless, I will get back to you as soon as I'm at the auction house. So I am in Stormwind. Auction house is here. I have 2 silver, 49 copper, 42 copper, and I also have here some stuff which I collected along the way. Not much, because actually there's a couple of people leveling and they were killing the wolves, and also some of them had herbalism, so I could not gather a lot, but this is still okay, because you can see that the regional prices like are 8 silver per 1 and 10, so I have like 30 50 silver here in addition to what I already have, so it's more than enough. But here comes the first really important tip. So in order to avoid clicking here and then going outside to the mailbox and then going inside to repost and similar, here is what you can do. So first I made a macro here. The macro is pretty much easy. It's just a target the auctioneer, and if you go here you can see that you can target the auctioneer. So once more, here it is. And then here in the options, in the interact with target, you can bind to whatever you want to bind to interact with the target. So if I now target him and interact, I immediately start dealing business with him, and at the same time I can access the mailbox. So from here you can do it much easier. Actually, this never crossed my mind, even though I used this in Shattrath when I was in Aldor. You can interact with the innkeeper from outside. So when you are, and then set your hearthstone from the outside. So when you hearthstone to Shattrath, you can immediately mount up instead of exiting the inn. So I never crossed my mind to do this on the auction house, but it's really useful. So let's immediately check what we can post. I will post all of this stuff which I currently have, except the skinning knife, which in theory does not make sense. I don't know if anyone is buying this. It says like 0.6 people is buying, like, so almost one is sold on a daily level, and it's like 3-4 gold, while vendor buy price is like 78 copper. So why would anyone buy it? I don't understand. So this one for sure I would not. However, all the others I will. As you can see, I don't have any kind of groups posted at the moment, so I would be just undercutting by 1 copper. However, would make sense that you make groups, and for the next video I will for sure make some groups. I usually base it so there is a bunch of groups outside which on the internet which you can find, which are based on the some flipping items. The best flipping items is similar. I just base it when I talk about flipping, I base it on the items which are the materials, because this is the mostly which I'm flipping on top of the materials. So when I say materials, I mean the profession materials, which are just the basics, so the cloths, the ores, the leathers, and similar. And then I have another group for example, the primals, internals, or whatever it is, essences. So I have this group. So then I have one for the gems and similar. I will anyway showcase this the next time I have the groups. But now let's just run the post scan for the items I currently have. So the light letter, and as you can see, the prices are really bad on my sort of on my auction house. I actually not sure if I have the auctionator, because I actually like the auctionator a bit better. So let me just quickly reload. TSM is really great. First, TSM has a really nice database with all of the prices, which I think it's taken from the Undermine Journal, or Undermine Exchange is the now the name. However, I like the auctionator just a little bit better, because I can see sort of when I go to selling, I can select and I can see what the prices are really nicely here, and then I can decide if I'm gonna post or not for that specific price. So for example, here there is just one stack of 20 for 3 silver, so why I would undercut myself by 1.67, because this will be sold easily. So I would just post it for this price rather than this one, and I would put it for 12 hours, because I don't want to use too much money for deposit, and I think it should be sold within 12 hours as well. So this would be additional 12 silver for us, 14 even. Then I have some leather. This is extremely cheap, but still really nice to kick off. And then this one as well. I should have maybe scanned beforehand, because you can see that here there is, it's like the market prices are like 10 silver, but there is a lot of items for 4 silver. This you would, if you would have gold, you would buy all of this and then repost it at 10. Unfortunately, I don't have at the moment money to do that, so I would do the shopping scan based on the just sort of whatever I can afford. Unfortunately, the shopping scan I cannot run if I don't have the groups. However, I do know some of the items which are really good at a low level, which I could potentially sort of reset the market, flip, and similar. So, for example, if we are talking about the materials, strange dust is usually quite cheap. And actually, here's also a pro tip for you. So always check what is the price on the auction house. So you can see that at the moment it's like 17 silver. Why I'm saying this is because if you go to the enchanting vendor, you always have like two, three strange dust and one um, lesser magic essence, which you can buy from the enchanting vendor, and potentially if the price is right you can resell it. So let's check the strange dust. I forgot to check the lesser magic essence. Hopefully it's cheaper here than like 10 silver, because I think it's for sure more than 10 silver over there. So if I go here to the enchanter, so let me just quickly see here, you can see 7 silver. Let's buy this. I don't have enough money, but you can see here, so you can buy these two for 15 and you can sell them for 30 silver. Same goes for the lesser magic essence. Unfortunately, we don't have enough silver for that, but you can flip those as well. I don't personally know if there is any other vendor where you can do that. The enchanting vendor, for sure you can, but here this, and I would do this in the next episode, or as soon as I have enough money I would do that, because it's a nice way how to turn like literally double the money. And good thing about enchanting materials is that the enchanting materials are posted without any kind of posting fee, which means that you can from that point of view just sort of freely and without any kind of repercussions. Post as much as you can. So here, unfortunately, it's like the prices are quite steep. There is one other which I know it's really cheap. It is a rough stone. This is a really cheap way how to level the blacksmithing at the beginning, and also how to level the engineering at the beginning first. So you can usually sort of get some of these cheap ones like 87 copper and then repost at 1 silver. Unfortunately, I could buy only 3 of them, so it would not pay off for me to repost. So rough stone is not an option. Let's see, solid stone, it's also usually cheap, not that much actually on the server, but stones are generally cheap. Actually, you can see this, I mean, there is a lot of them. There is also difference in the price, quite a lot, but here you can see that there is a 97 stacks of 20 for 25 silver, which is quite a lot. So someone was leveling mining for sure. So let's also just do stone, because this would also give us a better impression. The market value, the percentage, I need to put in the string for the comparison, so that here it would be percentage, but you can also gauge that personally. If you would just open any of them, you can see what is the difference in the price. Anyway, I don't have a lot of gold. I have only 22 silver, so I cannot sort of go beyond my budget. So at the moment, I would be just checking some of the stones here, see if there is anything cheap. Unfortunately not. Okay, linen cloth was sold, which is nice. Unfortunately, if I would not have to wait for this 3 silver, like, would be really nice, because I could immediately go and buy the strange dust and flip the strange dust. Well, maybe not immediately, but soon. Um, so this is not an option, but let's see perhaps some shards. Um, the glowing shard, a small glowing shard, a small glimmering shard, you can see that they're really cheap. So if I go, I mean, they are 5 silver. There is not a lot of them by 5 silver. There is maybe some like 40, 50, and then you can repost them for 11 silver. Unfortunately, I don't have that much gold, so I'm not able to do that. So what I would be doing in a few sort of an hour or two is I would be searching for some. I will actually first create the groups, and this would speed up the searching process, and then I will find some nice sales and get back to you. And we're back. I actually created the groups. We'll see it in a second. They are not yet complete, but for the start, it's more or less everything there. So I have it split into materials and crafted items. And then in alchemy, I have the herbs. Blacksmithing, I have ores. You can find it like this. So, and bars, of course. And then enchanting, same. So generally you have all of the items here, and now I can easily sort of search for the items similar. The only other thing which I added at the moment, again, just quickly, is the auction operation. Just created here that I want to have the maximum of the sort of average buy, but increased by 25%, or the market value increased by, let's say, 5%, just to have a bit more than market value. Of course, we will be buying much lower than the market value, so we should be getting nice profit. So this is just some basic one, and actually we already got our first 2 sales for the light leather and linen cloth. I will collect them, because this would be enough to get that strange dust, at least one of them, which we can then immediately flip for 15 silver. So I would immediately go and get that one, repost it, and then when I come back, hopefully it would be sold. Then I would do the same thing for the other strange dust and the um, lesser magic essence. Of course, bear in mind that this vendor does reset, um, I don't know, every couple of hours or something like this. And damn, someone bought it actually. It's like someone was listening to me. Unfortunately, it could be just, for example, this guy is just here leveling, so it could be that he bought it because this is quite cheap and he can save some gold by buying these, and then using it to level the enchanting. Nonetheless, I will for tonight log off here, and I will in the morning buy the strange dust and then repost it and resell it, and then do this for the 2 mats, and then I will continue leveling for the time being. If I get some money from the enchanting and the strange dust and reselling of those, I will do my first scan and show you how it works. And we're back in game, and as you can see, there is the strange dust and the laser magic essence have been refreshed, and there is actually 4 of them. Unfortunately, we don't have enough gold to buy all of them. I will buy just one at the moment and immediately post it. Hopefully someone will sell it buy it fast so that I can buy the other one as well. Seems that also, I am not sure because I did put 12 hours. Might be that the other the last item which we had, which was, if not mistaken, the light ladder, has been also sold, or it could be just that it has expired. We will see in a second. If it has sold, I cannot remember what was the price if we would have enough silver to buy another strange dust. Let's see. Yeah, it has sold and it was 13 silver, 14. We can actually buy maybe even 2 more. Let's actually immediately go there. This would be fast enough to buy. Actually, let me first check the lesser magic essence. So this one seems around 16, 17 cents. I'm so used to getting inside that I forgot that I can do it from outside. So it's 17, and lesser magic is 26. Wow, that's actually really nice. This is also an option, really nice. Lesser magic wand if you want to earn some more gold, so you can make a wand as an enchanter. They're really overpowered on a lower level. So the lesser magic wand and the greater magic wand, I mean, it's Wrath of the Lich King, so the leveling goes quite fast, but in a normal case scenario, it was actually quite lucrative way to earn gold, because you can actually buy the ingredients from the vendor and make a lesser magic wand and sell it, and you would earn a bit of gold. So this one we will take because it's like 4 times more, and we will take one more. Oh, we don't have how much? Ah, come on, we're missing like 40 copper, but not a problem, because these two would give us like 40, 50 silver, and then we will be able to buy more there. So actually at the moment I will flip these if they are there. And one thing which crossed my mind last night is actually herbalism, I think, or actually alchemy. I think that the alchemy guy actually sells some herbs. I am not 100% sure. While I'm here, I wanted to check, but just to see. Yeah, there is bruiseweed, which sells for 40 silver, and here is 95 copper. Yes, please. And King's Blood sells for 62, and it's 1 silver, so we will take these two as well. So like only by these 4 items we are already at 1 gold. And if you remember, last night we started from 2 silver and 42 copper, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. So it's quite good for from that point of view. And let's see once we put them in how it would look like. So we are here, and let's just quickly do a posting. So auctioning, run post scan. I can now do it as well, but I will not listen to this because I think the setting which I did is not okay. So let's actually post it with this one, because you can see he was telling me that it's below the price. Maybe my settings for the price is not so good, so I will check it out. We could put for 24 hours. I would say no reason, because it should sell generally without problems, so no reason to put it like that. So this one we will sell. This one for sure we will put 12 because deposit is there. The enchanting mats don't have deposit, so it's irrelevant, but for this one it does have. And the last one, so if you could just go here, we're already, if we would sell these 4 items, and they should sell pretty fast, like we are already at 1.72 gold. This is like really easy way how to kick off your gold earning. And then we would also just quickly do a short scan using the TSM. So when we go to browse, yeah, I already showed you the groups, and I will do once the shopping scan just to see if there is anything which is heavily underpriced, and which we would have enough money to buy and then repost and flip. Uh, we don't at this point in time we don't need it because we have those 4 items being sold. Just in case that there might be something which is sort of pays off to buy. Like if we would have, this is like 1 gold, 20 times 5, so it's 3 golds for this one. So if we had like 4 golds, I would reset these 4 here for almost 1 or almost 10 silver. So unfortunately we don't have enough gold to do that, but if we would have, I would immediately repost them because that would like double our money. So you can see here, so it's like, yeah, it's the double the price, and there is like 60 70 something pieces. Life fruit is also quite low. Again, we don't have enough money, but I mean the amount of gold which you can earn here is I mean, it's still okay. It's like 10 silver per piece, but of course it's a bit less percentage wise in comparison to the peace bloom. And peace bloom is a sort of a kick off type of a herb, so you need peace bloom to start leveling alchemy. By life rate, potentially you might be able to skip by it with some other um, herbs and similar, depending on what you are making, and then depending on the guide which you are looking on. um, it does not seem likely that we will find anything. Let's just quickly check because rough stone is quite cheap. I don't think we would have enough gold, so this is 40 silver already, right? Yeah, it's 40 silver, so no, this, we would not be able to reset this one, but in theory this could be a nice thing to reset. However, I want to try something else. So in the bros, so let's go back. There is a vendor search. This would search for an item which is under the vendor price. So for example, this one, it says that, for example, this one costs 75 copper to sell to vendor, but it is 50 copper to buy it. So sorry, it was mixing up. So rough copper bomb, it's like 50 copper to buy out, but it's 60 copper to sell to the vendor. So this is below vendor price, so no reason not to take it and resell it. This one is just too small difference, 9 versus 10. This one 67, 8 copper per piece. That's not bad. This is too much for us to sell because we don't have enough gold, but this would like, you would get immediately 10 silver, which is really nice. So let's just quickly check the difference in price, and it seems that the most lucrative is this one and this one. So let's buy some rough copper bombs. There is not a lot of them, so this one is already at the price, so let's buy this one. So don't forget to do these checks because people don't sort of pay attention. What's happening? I have enough gold or not. People don't pay attention when they're posting, so when they're posting they actually don't sort of, they post under vendor price. Usually the applications TSM or auctionator do warn you in cases when you are doing that this is under the price. So just FYI, but not everything is, and especially if they are not using um, the any of the sort of these applications, these add-ons, they would not be able to see, or sort of they will not get a warning, so they would not understand that they could earn gold someplace else. So this actually just now happened. It's odd that it's just 2 copper difference, so no, that one not, but this one still yes. Spidey Iker, no, but unfortunately I don't have enough gold to buy this one. Let's buy this one because we have enough for that one. And so at the moment I will stop here. I will whilst the enchanting materials and the 2-3 herbs, I don't know how many herbs, 2 herbs which I posted, until they are sold, I will just flip these vendor things and also level a bit. And we're back after some time, and there is only one sale, but 25 silver, and remember we bought it for 7 silver. We will collect this and immediately go and try to find if there is still some enchanting materials and some herbs left at the herbalism slash enchanting vendor. If there is, we will take them. Now we have 31 silver, so we can take like 4 or 5 of them, and this would enable us to quickly flip and increase our gold pool, well, let's say in an easy manner. Today I plan to focus on a bit on leveling, so that I get to at least level 10. Let's see if there's a lot of people here. Oh, nice. 1 2 3 4. Okay, should have taken the magical lessons, but nonetheless I took all of the strange dust, which is great. I don't have, unfortunately, anything else here to check the herbalism, because actually maybe I should have checked herbalism first. The prices for herbs were a bit bigger, so maybe it would have made sense to check the herbalism vendor first, but nonetheless, I mean, considering that only the lesser magic enses sold, then it could be that the herbs are not selling that fast. I will check it now, actually. So just to see, yeah, it did not even sell, but let's immediately cancel it. Okay, there is an error. Can I cancel it, please? No. Okay, let's try again. Okay, I will potentially need to reload. There is some error with the TSM. Actually, like, there was an okay, I need to reload. So there was an update in the past. I don't know when it happened. Something with the Wrath of the Lich King Classic, and ever since then, the TSM was for me really bugged. Mostly it would not be able to post auctions. So I was really having problems with it. Um, so I hate it, and this is why I started. And I'm not saying I hate TSM. I just hate using or having these problems. So in the end, what I decided is to, I will post 5, is to take another one, and this is the auctionator I'm currently using. So I'm using auctionator sometimes and sometimes TSM. Mostly TSM is useful because of the um, prices and being able to bulk load, bulk search, bulk sell, and similar. So it is really nice when it comes to this. So I would suggest anyone to have TSM. However, if you would have experienced any problems, I also recommend using auctionator. Nonetheless, we have put this stuff on the auction. We will quickly scan the vendor. We don't have a lot. We have like 67 copper, but potentially we could buy something which is really below that price, but there is absolutely nothing for vendor search. Nonetheless, we will get back once we are level 10. So I just logged in to start leveling, and I saw that I have a mail from auction house, and actually the strange dust has been sold, and as well the bruiseweed. So we are already at 1 gold. I actually logged in to start leveling, but did not want to miss the opportunity to show you how easy it is to flip these materials from the vendors as we start. So I will now go and buy some more. First I will go to the herbalism one and then to the enchanting one, and afterwards I will continue leveling as I said that I will, but just did not want to sort of miss the opportunity to show you how the gold processing is going, or not processing but process, sorry, English is hard sometimes. So just quickly to go to the alchemy vendor. While I'm here, I'll also go to the tailoring. It's next to this one. So silver leaf and peace bloom. Why not? I mean, it's 38 copper and it sells for 4 silver, so why not? And I still have much. So you can see here, 23 silver, and I bought it for like 10-15 copper. This is the tailoring one. I don't think there is any cloth here. Usually there is none, but just yeah, only the patterns. which in theory you could also try reselling, but you can see that the sell rate is really bad, so I would not invest gold on that. It's much better if you're gonna really sort of resell some patterns. It's much better to hunt them or flip them on the auction house, because these ones which you can find here are limited stock, but they do refresh at the tailoring vendor. And the ones which you can find sometimes on the auction house might be coming from some distant vendors or a random world drop. So from that point of view, maybe they are much better to be sold. Unfortunately, there is no strange dust. I don't know what is the refresh rate for them. Maybe it's the one which we already bought and sold, but we got the lesser magic essence to sell, and we will put this on the auction house. So it's actually going quite nice. This is my first time doing something like this. Actually, second time, but the first time I was not doing the flip of these materials. But now I can see that it's actually not that bad. I was actually flipping other stuff on that account, more or less following the standard procedure. But now it's actually going quite cool. And this, and this one I can put 24. This one is irrelevant how much I put it for, because the deposit is 0. But I will put 12. Just if someone undercuts me, I don't have to cancel it. It will expire by itself. So again, we have 1 gold there and 1 gold here, so 2 gold in total. Really nice. So I will get back to you after I finish my leveling. So while I was leveling, I actually encountered the Antonio Perelli, the infamous Antonio traveling salesman, on the road from Goldshire to the logging camp. And actually, here's another tip for you. If you manage to get him sometimes, you can buy these herbs from him to get some additional money. Quite good for it. I mean, there's also some of these items. What is the sale price? 66. Disenchant value 1 gold. This is actually good. I don't know if we have enough gold, but I will take it actually, because I do plan on taking enchanting. This one, wow, look at this. This is a nice twink item. Like, look at this. It's like 8 strength, 19 level, 2-hander. Wow, really nice. This one also would have been good. Unfortunately, I don't have any more gold. We'll leave it at that. But this one, for example, 30 silver, and you get 1.70 gold as a disenchant value. Really nice. But just sort of take this into consideration that there is across the continent, there are these let's say vendors, specific ones. You can get handy notes and PCs add-on, and then you can see them on the map, and should, I think, also show you what they sell. And you can then get some sort of limited item from them to sell. I mean, I got these two for some like silver and a half, and I can get sell it for 36 silver. So it's really nice. Same here. This is actually gold and a half minimum buyout, and I paid it like 60-70 copper, which is really nice. As you can see, I'm almost level 10. I wanted to get back to you when I'm level 10, but I wanted just to quickly show you this vendor. So we're level 10 and we're back in the Stormy City. I will quickly check what happened with our auction house from before. You can see that we sold, well, almost everything. There is a bit of silver leaf still left. Bear in mind, remember, if this all comes from vendors, which is extremely good. So I will pick this up, including the silver leaf, and I will repost it. So let's see how it looks like. So leather I would keep because I need it for leather working. It will be the like, based on my personal experience, one of the best ways how to earn gold. So I will keep it. However, we have a lot of silver leaf, which we would gonna post. I will post it like this, and then the leftovers as well. Then we have some major oil, which we bought from Antonio. really nice, quite a easy flip. Like, look at the live fruit we bought for like 70 coppers. It's like gold and a half. Really profitable thing. I kept this stringy wolf bait because potentially someone might be leveling cooking. You can see that there is like a average daily sold 17 or 18 pieces almost. So I see no reason why not to post this as well, because it's like 2.5 gold uh, to be earned. Um, Linen cloth in a normal case scenario, if I would be playing, I would keep it for tailoring, and then you can join it with enchanting to disenchant. However, I'm going in a route of leatherworking, so from that point of view, I will sell this. Not a lot of gold can be earned there. I mean, not a lot of money. It's 38 silver for a stack. Not that much, but still, it's anything is at this point in time good for us. Some earthroot and some peace bloom, and that would be it from us. This we will keep to disenchant later on. But let's just quickly check what we have now on the auction house. We have 8 gold on it, and there's actually already some sale done for 3 silver. But there's 8 gold on the auction house already. We have 1 gold in the bags, which is really nice. It was not a lot of work. I mean, at the moment we are on 4 hours 16 minutes played. One could argue if that played is too much. Um, Generally, like, we could have already had, like, I don't know, 20 gold. However, what I'm trying to do is create a uh, sort of an account, a character which would enable us to continuously earn gold. So this is why I want to level it to level 20, and also get some professions on that character, which I think are good for making money. So with that in mind, it might take us a while. However, after we set everything up, we would then have a quite a nice opportunity to constantly earn gold. And this is the main reason why I want to um, have it well established, because in the sort of upcoming period I want to log on this character, do my daily routine, and no more than 15-20 minutes depending. I mean, the way how I earn gold might take a bit of time, but it's an AFK type of time, because you do need some crafting and similar, and this would require some sort of being logged in. However, even with the limited amount of time which you spend there and this AFK time, you would still have enough gold for evolve token. So the idea is just to have one character somewhere which would pay for your game time on a regular basis. And this is the main reason for this gold challenge. I would end the episode here for this first episode, and then if you like this type of content, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to get a notification when a new video is out, and for you to get the challenge updates and some tips on how to earn gold using the ocean house, using some professions and similar. Also, don't forget to write a comment below if you like this type of content, if you want to share some ideas how to earn gold in the future as well. Until the next episode, live long and keep on gaming.